Good afternoon, myself Santosh Yadav, and I welcome to all of you in LPM premises. Today's lecture is stress strain curve for class 11. So this is a very important lecture as far as concerned for the examination. So you have to be very careful about that. So in y-axis you should take stress and in x-axis you should take strain. Actually, this is the stress strain curve for linear wire. If a linear wire is hanged by a load and there is a strain in a linear wire, so how strain vary with respect to stress applied on the wire? This is all about stress strain curve. So you should make here like that OE. Here you should take E, at this point you should take B, and this point you should take B, and this point you should take E. Listen, from O to A, actually this is theta, and this is change in stress, and this is change in strain. Stress, strain. So tan theta, stress, strain. So basically, slope of stress strain curve is known as elasticity of the curve or elasticity of the material of the body. So here, tan theta, theta is constant throughout. From O to A, theta is constant, so tan theta is also constant. From O to A, theta is constant throughout, that is slope of stress strain curve is same. As stress increases, at same proportion, strain will increase. And when tan theta is constant, this means this is constant, stress upon strain. So stress is directly proportional to strain. This is Hooke's law. In previous lecture, we have already told you about Hooke's law. So if stress is directly proportional to strain, it's follow the Hooke's law. So from O to A, theta is constant, tan theta is constant. It means slope of stress strain curve is constant, and this slope of stress strain curve tan theta is the coefficient of elasticity of the body. So from O to A, as stress increases, same proportion strain will increase because they are directly proportional to each other. It means A is the proportional point. A is the proportional point. Write down. If body is stretched from O to A, it's regain its original shape and size very effectively. Yani elasticity property of the body is much greater here because stress is directly proportional to strain. If we increase the wire up to A, then body regain its original shape and size very effectively. That is, there is no time lag. So elasticity behavior of the body at this stage from O to A is very strong. Write it down. From A to B, slope is decreasing, theta is decreasing, so tan theta will also decrease. Its mean as tan theta is equal to stress upon strain. So for small change in stress, large change in strain. If you small change in stress, that is, if you increase the load even a small value, but strain will be changed more than stress, it is not proportional. Theta decreasing, tan theta decreasing means strain is more with respect to stress. For a small value of stress, a large value will change in strain. And B is the elasticity point, elastic limit. B is the elastic limit point. Write it down. This is elastic limit. B point is called elastic limit. B point is called elastic limit. It is also known as yield strength. Yield strength. Or you can say yield point. This is the nomenclature. Elastic limit or yield strength. What is the mean of yield strength or elastic limit? Its mean just before B, elastic behavior remain in the material. What is the meaning? That is, from A to B, still a body regain its original shape and size, but not much effectively like OA. Some delay. There is some delay. AB, from A to B, a body can regain its original shape and size, but taking more time than OA. So you can say B is the elastic limit point. That is, B is the point where elasticity is removed. You can say that, write it down. In AB region, body still regain its original shape and size, but taking much time. And B is the point of elastic limit. That is, beyond B, elastic behavior of the material is removed. That is, beyond B, body cannot regain its original shape and size. Permanent strain will occur beyond B. So this is the elastic region, you can say. So this region is elastic region. In this region, body having tendency to regain its original shape and size. O to A strictly, effectively regain. From A to B, still regain, but not much effectively. There is some delay, taking more time to regain its original shape and size. And B is the elastic limit, that is before B, body can regain its original shape and size, but beyond B, body cannot regain its original shape and size. That is body there is a permanent strain in the body beyond B. So this is the elastic region, and after elastic region, plastic region will start. So beyond B, plastic region start. Beyond B. Write it down. Beyond B, plastic region start. That is, body do not regain its original shape and size. That is, permanent strain will occur from B point. And what is the D? Write it down. As you see here, there is a maximum stress. So you can write here point D. Point D is ultimate tensile strength. Very critical point. Point D is the ultimate tensile strength. It's mean at point D, beyond D, if B take beyond D position, then wire can break out. So D is the point which is maximum stress will occur at that point. It is called breaking stress also. So you can write here write it down. D is the point of ultimate tensile strength, that is breaking stress point. Beyond D, if we apply more stress beyond D, then wire can break out. That's why it is called breaking stress. If we further increase the stress, so write it down in region DE. In region DE. In region DE, if we further increase the stress beyond breaking stress, wire can break out and flow like a liquid. You see here, after D, stress is decreasing. So beyond D, even stress is removed, strain will occur. Write it down. Beyond D, even stress is removed, strain will occur. and E is the fracture point. E is the fracture point. E is the fracture point. Right from new line, beyond E, behavior of solid convert into liquid, that is wire flow like a liquid. Wire flow like a liquid. Basically, you should understand that this is a wire. If we apply load more than breaking stress, if we apply stress, maximum stress, that is breaking stress, then there is necking of the wire at some position. Necking of the wire means wire strain is more, so wire look like very thin, and after that, if wire is if strain is much larger than other portion of the wire, then at that position wire can break. This is called necking. Radius of that portion will be decreases rapidly, so wire can break out. So at breaking stress, wire can break out. So beyond breaking stress, wire can break out, and after some time, even stress is removed, wire will flow like a liquid. So E is the fracture point. Beyond E, wire will flow like a liquid. Okay. Listen, this is a deep end. If region between DE, if DE is small, then material will be brittle. If space is between D and E is very small, then material will be brittle. Like glass material, cast iron, you cannot extend the body beyond D. If DE region is small, it's mean you can say that plastic region is very small. Plastic region is very small, and the body is break out very soon, like glass, cast iron, etc. But if DE region is very large, DE is large, then you can extend more. Plasticity region is more, like gold. If you extend gold, it can't break. If you extend mild steel, it can't break. So gold, mild steel are ductile material. Means in ductile material, plastic region is larger, and in brittle material, plastic region is very small. So DE is small, it means it can break, it can't extend more from breaking point. But in case of ductile material, you can extend it. So if you want to change one body in another body, like you can say a seat into a wire, then you must use ductile material, because ductile material can't break, even extension is very large. So this is all about strain stress curve, and we'll discuss more in next classes. So thank you very much for today.